There's an amazing resource in Hamilton that's there when you really need it, and it's all free. It's the Cancer Assistance Program, and it's celebrating 30 years. Executive Director Debbie Logel Butler joins us, along with volunteer and client and friend of CHCH for many decades, Cecelia Carter Smith. And thank you, Cecelia, because you were the one that, you know, you emailed me and said, okay, I've got breast cancer. I'm using Cancer Assistance Program. You got to know about their 30th anniversary. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
But it's one of these, it's an organization that you don't know about until you really need it, and then you know everything.
Yes, well, I'm not the expert in that, knowing about everything that goes on inside in the foundation, but I sure do know a lot about what is available to those of us that ultimately are stricken with this dreadful disease. And my involvement with CAP goes back many decades, really, and it goes back as a sponsor and as a volunteer at community events and participant in so many of the fundraising groups. And they become, when you get to know them and you work with them, they become part of your community and part of your family.
Yeah.
And your health family and your support team. And I've sure had that. This was the last thing that I ever thought. I've tried to monitor my lifestyle. I'm not perfect by any means. And as I climbed the chronological ladder, I knew at some point I perhaps would be stricken with something, but the last was cancer. And I never thought that after doing the volunteer work, the sponsorship, that I'd become a client. Well, I am a client now, and I wear that as a form of a flag, really, for the community.
To let others know.
And I know a little bit about carrying the torch, having worked in sport and with Queen's Baton and attending Olympic Games, not as a competitor per se, but as a spectator.
Right.
Yes.
So Debbie, we've got a graph here that shows kind of like just a sampling of the things that you offer for free. One of them is paid parking, because you're not very far. You're just steps away from the Jarvinsky Cancer Center. You pay for parking. You pay for assistant aids so that when people are being treated, maybe they can't walk, they can't sit down on the toilet. You're there with all of that. It's wheelchairs. Really, it's like, what else?
You know, and these are things that you don't think about until you get a diagnosis. And so we like to say that at the Cancer Assistance Program, we provide the practical things that you need.
Yeah.
It's help when you really need it. It's rides from your door to the door of your treatment center. It is equipment that helps you stay at home longer. It's nutrition. You know, so many people that are on a cancer journey struggle with food, so we provide Ensure, incontinence, wigs, bras, prosthesis, and we provide educational podcasts that you can listen to anytime, anywhere, with a variety of topics with local experts. So our real goal is to keep you and your family and to partner along with you as you go and provide as much support as we possibly can.
Yeah, and to do that for free, you need support, which is why you're having a big gala, an anniversary celebration coming up, and tickets are $30, fittingly, for the $30. So tell me about.
Yes, so next Friday, March 15th, is the actual 30 years ago. Don Muir and a group of volunteers created the Cancer Assistance Program, and it was their mandate to have free cancer services. And we have continued that mandate for 30 years. Yeah. And so we wanted to have a big party. We wanted to celebrate that, celebrate the volunteers. We have currently over 160 volunteers. We could not do what we do without the volunteers. And so we're celebrating. We're having a party.
Okay, so we'll get the link for tickets up for that and give all kinds of support, because, again, like, our family has benefited so much for it. Cecelia, you've benefited it. Like, when you need it, it's there. So we'll get the links up at chch.com/morninglive.